We begin with 7 Action News reporter Cheryl Choden live in Troy tonight with the very latest on what's happening at that school there. Cheryl?
Well, Jeff, there's testing here at the school today. After a confirmed case was reported on Friday, that's when letters and emails went home. Now, school officials are telling us that nurses from the Oakland County Health Department came to the school this morning, tested about 250 students, teachers, even bus drivers, anyone who might have come in contact with a student who is ill with TB right now. They had the test. The nurses will come back on Wednesday to test those, check those skin tests, and also to test students and teachers who are not available today. Now, TB, of course, is contagious but treatable, but parents tell us when they hear the word TB, it makes them nervous.
At first, when I heard TB, I was afraid because of, oh my God, my child might be harmed. But then they acted so quickly, and it put my mind at ease that they did it, they didn't wait, and they took fast action. So it pleased me that they did that.
Now, school officials say the student who is ill with TB has not been in school for several weeks. Also, they say that if you have any questions, there is a hotline at the Oakland County Health Department. We have that number on our website at WXYZ.com. You can see behind me there's all kinds of activity. It is business as usual at the school. Again, more testing on Wednesday. Glenda, back to you.
Cheryl, thank you, and we're certainly getting some answers right now. Joining us to talk about TB is Dr. Victoria Dooley. She's a doctor at St. John Providence. Thank you for joining us so much, doctor.
Thank you for having me.
So it feels like an old school disease. We've heard TB for years, so refresh us on what it is.
TB is a bacteria, and it usually makes an infection in your lungs, even though it can cause infection in other spots. So kind of like a pneumonia, but not really, but it's a bacteria that sets up infection in the lungs. It can be potentially fatal. Yes.
Okay, so we talk about contact, like close contact. How fast can it spread?
TB, the bacteria, is spread through droplets from when you talk or when you cough. It's spread through the air, but it can only be spread from someone who has active tuberculosis, because there's two forms. There's an active form and there's a latent form that can lie dormant in your body. So it can only be spread if somebody has an active form.
Okay, and so that latent form that lies dormant, can that approach at any given time, stress or whatever?
It can. That latent form can turn into TB at any time. However, only about 5 to 10% of people with latent TB will get full-blown tuberculosis. So most people can carry it for life and not have an infection. But if they do, it's potentially fatal, and it can spread pretty rapidly. So you want to be diligent about finding those people who have that latent tuberculosis.
So Cheryl Choden outside of Troy High School and telling us, you know, they're going in, they're doing the testing and doing the swabbing down. Is that important?
It is important. Okay. It's important to find out if this child had the latent inactive form of TB, or if they had the active TB. If you have active TB, you're going to have some symptoms. You're going to have a fever, chills, you're going to feel sick, you're going to be coughing for 3 weeks or more. You're going to be coughing up blood sometimes. So you're definitely going to feel ill if you have active tuberculosis. If you have latent tuberculosis, you're not going to have any symptoms, and there's no risk of spreading it. That's the good news.
Okay, and that test, I mean, it could save your life. Is it painful? They do the skin scratch? Okay, it's not.
It's not.
Okay.
It's the smallest needle. It goes right up under your skin.
Okay.
Children can get tested. Pregnant people can get tested. There's really no good reason for you to not get tested unless you've had a serious reaction to a test before. Otherwise, pretty safe, quick, easy test.
Dr. Dooley, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Okay, Jeff, to you.